Hi guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Akiki Kaki. If you're new here, please like, share, subscribe to this channel, okay? I studied nursing and I've decided to quit the career. It is not for me guys, I cannot do it. And I have decided to fully pursue YouTube. And I've been seeing some fruits. I'm growing on TikTok. And I've decided to put the same energy on YouTube, and I'm gonna be as authentic as possible with you guys. Actually, I started YouTube immediately after finishing campus, but for some reason I had no one to encourage me, no one wanted to watch my videos, so I easily gave up. At that time when I quit my job and I went back to school. I know you're going to be like, girl, you went back to school and you're telling us you don't want to do a 9 to 5. Listen to me, guys. I went back to school not because I really wanted to go to school. I knew I don't want to do this. I knew I don't want to do bedside nursing. So I went back to school to see if I would specialize in another field, but still in nursing, but in another category of nursing. And guys, after 1 year, 6 months, it's not my thing. I've just discovered it's not my thing and I cannot continue doing it. I'll graduate. Obviously, I never quit school, but I'll quit a job. I'm graduating next year because the program runs for 2 years, but I'm not going to practice it. It has taken a toll on my mental health. It has taken a toll on my well-being, even physically, because when you're not okay mentally and you do not change it or seek some kind of treatment, it reforms to become a physical illness. And guys, I've been going a lot in nature, thinking, and I've come to discover that I was born to become a content creator. And the reason why I am so confident in this journey, and I know I'm supposed to be a YouTube star, I'm supposed to be a social media, maybe, I don't know, influencer or something, a full-on, like it's going to be my main job. The reason why I'm so confident is because, guys, I got a rating from a lady in South Africa. Her name is Dr. Gaspar. I don't know if you've heard about her. I have never met her. I met her at a TikTok. She was live on TikTok and people were going to get their ratings. And this lady, she doesn't even know me. I'm from Kenya. She's from South Africa. And so I was like, let me get on live and get a rating. And so whatever she asks you is just your maternal name and your name. So I was like, yeah, I gave her my maternal name and my name. And she gave me a reading. She told me, one of the things she told me is that I need to listen to my intuition. And my intuition, especially on men, because, you know, I would ignore my intuition and I would continue to pursue a relationship with someone who would later become toxic. But that's not why I'm making this video today. Let's go to the second thing she told me. The second thing Dr. Gaspar told me, she's also called Gogo by the South Africans. That's her, I think, nickname, Gogo something. The second reading she gave me was that what she could see, what the Holy Spirit revealed to her, was that I'm supposed to be a very big content creator. And I remember her words, guys. They were like, you are going to be big, Kiki. Actually, I gave her my first name. My English name was Annette, and she told me, you're going to be big. You're going to be big, like very big on social media. And guys, this hit me to the core. I was on live, TikTok live. There were other people listening. I started crying like a baby. I started crying like a baby because how come this woman knew this? I had not told her anything. She just asked about my maternal name and my mother's maternal name and my name. And that is what she could see from the Holy Spirit. That is what the Holy Spirit revealed to her. And I started crying, guys. And imagine, by the time she was giving me that reading she gave me on May. I don't remember the exact date. It's in my diary. I'm gonna confirm it. But she gave me the reading on May, and by that time, God had placed in my spirit and in my heart that I need to start a new TikTok. Because I started a TikTok, I think, like 2021. I was consistent and then I gave up. And by the time, not 2021, 2023 is when I started my TikTok, and I used to post content. I used to get views. I think the highest views I got in 2023 was about 20,000 views, and people were commenting. And you know, at some point I gave up because life became so busy. I was supposed to go to clinical rotations, I was supposed to be a nurse, I was supposed to do a lot of things. Life became extremely busy, and I gave up, and I ghosted TikTok for a while, the same way I ghosted YouTube for a while. And once she gave me this reading, guys, I'm telling you, I started crying. And when I started crying, God had placed me a few weeks before that I needed to open a new TikTok page. And I had already opened a new TikTok page. And by the time Dr. Gaspar was giving me the reading, I had posted like 2 or 3 videos, and I had 0 followers in TikTok. And that was on May. As I'm making this video, today is on the 4th of July, 2026. And so I cried. People consoled me in the live, and you know, in the live, the majority of people are South Africans, but you know, they did not have the racism or something. They did not, you know, what do you call it? They welcomed me, that is what I'm trying to say. And I left the live, guys. I cried so much that night because it was at night, and I said, I am going to continue posting, and I'm not going to look at the results. I'm not going to look at the outcome, because I was having 0 followers, because it was obviously a new TikTok page, and I was also having my first video at 6 likes, and the other video at 9 likes and no comments. And so, guys, I started posting on TikTok. I did not care. I started talking whatever came to my mind. And this spectacular day, guys. My mother had a graduation. She was supposed to graduate on Friday. And on Thursday, I was supposed to go and pick her from town, because she was coming from our home. You know, our home is far from Nairobi, because I live in Nairobi. And she was supposed to come on Thursday. I was supposed to go and pick her up so that I could take her to where she was supposed to get her gown. She was supposed to go and get her gown in Parklands, because that is where they were graduating. And I went, guys. Before I went to pick her up, because we had agreed, the moment she reaches in town, Nairobi town, she was supposed to call me before she reached Nairobi town, so that I can leave the house early, and so that we meet, so that I don't just make her stand there for a long time. And so she called me, and she told me she's in this place, so I need to start getting out of their house. Thank God I'd already showered, I'd already brushed my teeth, I'd already put on my clothes. And at that time, guys, I said, let me make a video. Remember, by this time, I'd gone up to 4 followers. 4. I never forget the 4 followers who followed me. I'd gone from 0 followers to 4 followers. By the time now I was meeting my mom, and I said, let me make at least 3 videos. Let me just talk whatever is in my head. I make just 3 videos, and then I'm gonna upload them on the bus while I go to pick my mom from town, so that we can go and get her gown. And guys, I made 3 videos, and I left. I did not even take breakfast. I remember I took my breakfast on the way, because I was very hungry. I took some breakfast, and then I went and boarded the bus. And while I was in the bus, I started now, you know, uploading. I bought some data, and I started uploading my videos. So I put on my earpods so that I could hear what the video was saying as I was uploading, and as I was writing the hashtags. You know, you have to write the hashtags, you know, so that you can post on TikTok. And the bus took some time, obviously, to fill, because people will always want to, the bus must first of all get filled here in Kenya before it goes. And so I stayed there for around 30 minutes before it got filled. And that time, because of obviously the poor network, the videos were not uploading very well. But at the end, before we reached where we were going, before we reached in town, my 3 videos had perfectly been uploaded, and I forgot about that. So I picked my mom. We went to the graduation square and took the gown, because they were supposed to get the gown on Thursday, and then they graduate on Friday. Okay, so I went, we took the gown, we were very excited. I was happy to meet my mom, because it had been a long time since I met her. I had not gone home for a while. So we took the gown, and then later we went to my aunt's place. My auntie lives in Nairobi, and mom had not seen her for a while, so she was like, I've brought some things for you and some things for your aunt. So I want you guys to share. This is your package, this is your aunt's package. And so we boarded the bus and went to visit my aunt after taking the gown. And on the way, guys, I said, let me check the views, let me check what my videos are doing. I was mind blown. Guys, I'd moved from 4 followers to 26 followers. And I was like, this has never happened this fast. 26 people are following me. And then they were commenting. So there was engagement on my videos. I said, hold up. I said, let me switch off my phone again. So I switched off the data. The journey was very long, because from where my aunt lives is like a 2 hours drive. And you know, I checked after we immediately boarded the bus. So I started getting anxious. When we were around 15 minutes, I said, let me put on my data again. Guys, I had grown to 97 followers. I never forget these figures, they are still in my head. I had grown to 97 followers, and with comments on my videos. I did not want to start on my mom, you know, she was tired from all the journey. I started getting anxious. I said, let me switch off the data. By the time it was 1 hour's time, when we were still on the bus, I had grown to 500 and something followers. I started panicking. I wanted to scream. I'm sorry for that, guys. I wanted to scream. So shocked. The people were commenting massively. Mind you, in the morning when I left the house, I had 4 followers. Now I'm at 530 something. I just started tensing. I said, oh my gosh. I started now replying to the comments. Then I switched off after we now got to where we were going to my aunt's place. We spent so much time, and I didn't want to get distracted, because I would really get distracted with the comments and the amount of engagement I was getting on my page. And so we spent time with my cousin and my aunt. She bought us really nice food. We were taking fries, we were taking nyama choma. We have a delicacy in Kenya called nyama choma, and it was really nice. We get to connect with family. My cousin had just finished schooling from Rwanda, so he had just come to Kenya, so we got to catch up. Actually, we were born in the same year, apparently, so. But I did not tell anyone the kind of experience I was having at that moment, that my TikTok was literally getting attention, and this is what I've been wanting. And so I just behaved normally. We had a good time. I'm not gonna go down and deep into what happened. You know, it's just family meeting. You know, got to have good time. And then, guys, I'm gonna jump straight to when we started now going back. After we bid my cousin bye, my auntie bye, my uncle bye. So now we were going back. And we were on the bus, because we were supposed to spend the night at my place, because it was nearer to the graduation square than my aunt's place. So we had to come to my place with my mom, so that I could host her, and then we would go to the graduation tomorrow very early in the morning, because the graduation was starting very early in the morning. And guys, in the bus, I checked my TikTok again, and I had grown up to 700 and something followers. So it was something that was constantly happening. I could not tell my mom, she was very tired. Also, she doesn't know, I want to do TikTok, I want to be a social media creator. There was a time she found my videos. Let me go back 2023 when I started TikTok. There was a time she found my videos and she was like, by that time I used to wear some tops that were very, when you are, well, obviously, I was wearing some tops and she was like, stop wearing those clothes, stop doing this. So I wasn't very much open to telling her that this is what I want to do, because I always knew I want to be a content creator, because I told you guys I started content creation immediately after finishing campus and then I gave up. And so guys, by the time we were arriving in town, now back to Nairobi town, I had grown to more than 1,000 followers on TikTok. So I was constantly now spending time replying to the comments for engagement. I didn't even know I was doing engagement. I later came to find about that term later. But I was replying, and people were loving it, and TikTok was pushing my video. To cut the long story short, we spent the night at my place. We then the following morning, I woke up very early. By 5 a.m. I checked my TikTok. I had grown to 3,000 followers. To cut the story short, guys, we went to the graduation square. My mom graduated. We had fun. We took so much photos. We took so much videos. She was very happy she's graduating. Actually, it wasn't like her first graduation, but So guys, to cut the story short, in the graduation square, I'd grown up to 7,000 followers on TikTok. And it's so sad because I could not tell my mom, because I feel like it's something she would say. Like, our parents, guys, if you know them, for them is education. You have to, to do education, and you have to study, go to the campus, finish, upgrade, even upgrading what I'm currently doing. It was her idea, because after I quit that job, I went and opened my own clinic. I think I made a video about that. I opened my own clinic, and then she was like, you cannot stay in this place, it's a rural place, because I opened it a very rural, remote place. And she was like, you need to go back to school, and that's how I found myself back to school. So something to do with social media, being a content creator, telling her, mom, I want to be a YouTube star. That is your own business. That, like, our parents, they don't give a damn about that. They feel like it's not a real job. They want you to work at a real job. Like, they feel like this is just, you're wasting time. You cannot call yourself a content creator. So guys, I could not tell her. Imagine I could not share this news with anyone. By the time we were leaving the graduation square, I had grown to up to 10,000 TikTok followers, with my video getting thousands and thousands of views. I remember that one particular video that was giving me so many followers and so much engagement. It had grown up to 100,000 views. And I could not share these guys with anyone. And I'm telling you, because you guys are my family, you're my online family, I could not tell my mom, because she'll be like, no, you have to graduate, you are nothing, whatever. You understand, guys? Because I'm currently, let me just tell you, I'm specializing in nephrology. Nephrology here in Kenya means dialysis. That is what I'm currently pursuing. And I felt like she would sort of discourage me, because there was a day I mentioned to my dad that I want to be this person who helps people discover the right foods to eat on social media. And he was like, this is not a real job. It's not a real job, and you will not be helping people. Yet apparently right now as we speak, in my TikTok, I teach people about the right diets, I teach people about manifestation, I teach people about, quantum metaphysics, and I've started getting money from selling to people diet plans that are going to help them reverse chronic conditions like diabetes type 2. And mind you, when my dad is telling me this is one of the things that helped him reverse diabetes type 2. I remember that day, it was on the 5th of January 2026 this year, when I mentioned to him casually, I was like, Dad, I want to start teaching people about diet so they can be able to reverse these chronic conditions, like the way you reversed your own diabetes type 2. And he was like, that's not a real job. Guys, if you're an African, you understand African parents. I'm sure you do understand African parents. And it really discouraged me, guys, from doing that, because that was on early January. Right now it's in July, so I had to find my way through the months, and I had to find myself back. And literally, God sent Dr. Gaspar, or Gogo, who I really respect, my way, so that I could rediscover myself and, answer to my calling, which God literally gave me the gift to speak to people, to help people, to empower people. That is the gift God called me to do. And that is why I'm telling you guys, I discovered my purpose through trauma. Because with a lot of thinking and a lot of trauma, that's how I got to discover my purpose, to speak to people, because that is the work I do on TikTok, and that is the work I'm bringing now here on YouTube. Despite me having done it from 2 years ago, and then I stopped because I was getting 2 views, 17. I think my highest video was 31 views. 117, and those 117 views, I remember that time I used to force people to watch my content. In my workplace where I used to work, I would get in their phones, because they would not care to watch my content, literally. So I would get in their phones, the people I was close to, and I would go to my YouTube and leave it playing, because no one cared to watch my content at that time, guys. And it was so humiliating, and I felt so bad, and I literally gave up on YouTube. And that's why now I'm back. I've told you the story behind that. And that's why, guys, I'm telling you, I do not have time for anything else at the moment, because now I have to juggle school, I have to juggle TikTok, and I have to juggle YouTube. I'm telling you guys, at this moment, I do not have even time for anyone. I'm going to be as consistent as possible. I'm going to upload videos back to back. That's my explanation why I'm telling you guys, I do not have time for anything aside YouTube, TikTok, and partially school, because I'm not that interested, but I'm gonna try and give it my best so that I finally graduate. I don't want to give my dad high blood pressure because he has paid the fees and then I want to suddenly quit. It won't make sense. So I'm gonna try as much as I can to graduate. This will be my second graduation. And I'm gonna vlog it, guys. You're gonna see it. My first graduation, I uploaded it 2 years ago. You can scroll down my YouTube, you'll see it. So guys, yeah, that's why I'm telling you, I do not have time for anything right now apart from you guys. This is my passion. I love it so much. Every time I sit in front of the camera, I feel fulfilled. I feel like I've seated on my calling. I feel like God is here. He's guiding me. Do you understand? And I love it. Every time I upload a TikTok video, I love it. I feel so empowered. This is what I was called to do. Right now, as I am speaking to you guys, that video that made me blow up is currently at 628,000 views. It's my highest watched video. It was about sitting in the quantum space. If you want to go and watch it, it's my social media. My TikTok social media handle is literally the same way as here, Akikigaki. The same way. That's what my TikTok social media handle is. Okay, so you'll scroll it. I think it's the second pinned video on my profile. And then I have another video that has over 150,000 views, guys. And I have another one that has over 117,000 views. I think I have like 6 to 7 videos with over 100,000 views. And you see, here in Kenya, because I'm in Kenya, we don't have the Creator Insights Fund, the Creator Fund, whatever, that thing, whereby they pay you when you have a certain number of views, especially when you surpass a certain number of views. TikTok starts to pay you. We do not have that privilege here in Kenya, unfortunately. But it's okay, guys. That is not going to stop me, because I really love helping people. I really love talking to people. I really love it. I enjoy it. It's my purpose. It's my calling. So whether I get paid or not with the Creator Insight Fund is no. Then I know it's going to pay in the long run, because obviously, with YouTube ads, and I'm hoping this video is gonna get pushed to as many people as possible. Yes, I'm so happy, guys. If you feel like this video resonates with you, I would like to know your take in the comment section. I would love YouTube to put ads on my videos, because I'm gonna try to post as much as possible, guys. I don't care right now. This is my calling. I've discovered it. It's not like when I was in 2023, I was questioning. I was like, no, I have to juggle nursing and this. And you see here in Kenya, most nurses, it's so chaotic to be a nurse here in Kenya. And so most people are seeking a greener pastures abroad. And I'm not going to do that, guys. I'm just going to be with you guys. My take here is, if I'm gonna go abroad, it's gonna be for maybe business or for traveling the world, but not to become a nurse, guys. That is not my calling. When I was in that profession, I felt very much drained. I fell in depression. If you're a nurse, you know, or if you know anyone in the medical profession, especially nurses, you know how chaotic that place is. In as much as you really want to help the patients, you are unable because of the system. There's so much pressure, there's constant pressure for nurses, and they go crazy. I've seen so many nurses go crazy, not only here in Kenya, but also in abroad, in US. I've seen so many nurses quitting their jobs in US. And now that I've discovered my purpose, I'm not going to pursue that. I'm going to tell my parents this message immediately after I graduate. I'm going to tell them I'm not going to look for a job. And guys, it's not like, I don't know where God will provide, where I'll get my funds. Because currently my parents are funding my school fees and they are funding my rent, so I'm not paying anything, and also they send me pocket money for foodstuffs. So, and I'm graduating next year, early next year. By April I'll be done by school. And you know, I'm so sure, because I know my dad, I don't know if he's going to, not I don't know, I'm so sure he won't support me anymore, because he'll require me to look for a job to sustain myself. So guys, it's just me and you. I hope YouTube gets to push my video and I get to grow by the time next year, early next year arrives. I'm gonna put all the effort I can. I'm gonna vlog. Kindly put in the comments if you wanna see me vlog more, or do you want me to be just doing sit downs. I would like to vlog more. I'm also literally praying to God and manifesting that I get a phone to, you know, because my current phone, the one that I'm using right now, it has a lot of issues with storage, so I'd like to get a better phone. And yeah, I also, let me tell you another tip. I already got Wi-Fi for my house, so right now we are not struggling with bundles or data anymore. I have Wi-Fi. It's an achievement, guys. I'm so happy. I'm so sure, because right now we are in July, so we have August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. So we have 9 months to fully focus on social media, and I know it's gonna pay results. I blew up on TikTok within a month after I got my reading from Dr. Gaspar in May, because I blew up on June and we are in early July. So I believe within 9 months I'll have done so much more, because I'm going to be very consistent, unlike me of the past 2023 when I gave up. I'm so happy, guys. I hope you get to seek me during this journey. I'm promising you guys it's gonna be fun. If you wanna see the vlogs, because I usually see YouTube, the vlogs are really nice to engage your people. If you wanna see the vlogs, guys, it's gonna be beautiful, very beautiful. So let me share a quick view on what kind of content I'm going to be bringing here. Is I talk about manifestation. I've really been learning about manifestation. I also teach about diets. Apparently, there are foods you can take to reverse chronic conditions. I'm gonna put my email on the description box, and I'm gonna also put my email on my profile, my YouTube profile, so that you can reach out to me. Or you can go to my TikTok, my number is there, my email, no, I've not put my email there, but I'm gonna put my email here on YouTube. And guys, I'm so excited. Let's start this journey together, and I'm so sure it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be beautiful. This is how I get to quit nursing. This is how I get to quit 9 to 5. This is how I get to live my dream life. This is how I get to be happy, guys. because nothing took my happiness. I'm so sorry to say that, but I cannot do it. I want you guys to understand that I cannot do it. I truly cannot do it, and I won't force myself. This is my calling, and I'm gonna stay here with you guys. I hope this video gets more engagement and gets pushed to the right audience, guys, so that we start this journey together. Okay, I'm so happy, guys. I'm so excited, and I can't wait to make the next video. I'll be making them back to back. Actually, as I'm seated here, I'm thinking of now tomorrow what I'm gonna make. That's how passionate I am, guys. I'm not gonna let you guys down, and I hope you guys you comment on the comment section, because it really helps me to know what you guys want. Okay, yes, I've shared what I am going to be posting here. Maybe we can also be talking about our personal life. YouTube has all the tea, unlike TikTok. TikTok, you cannot share your or you can be asking me those questions, those personal what. So yes, guys, I hope you have a lovely watch as you watch this video. I hope, and if you've reached this far, I'm glad, I'm so happy, and I thank you so much that you've reached this far, because you're giving my video a lot of engagement, and I'm so happy, and God bless you. Okay, see you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Akiki Gaki on TikTok and also on Instagram. I'm gonna change my name. Okay, bye.